The one who falls and gets up is stronger than the one who never tried. Do not fear failure, but rather fear not trying. Roy T. Bennett. I failed again, but is that a bad thing? It's the title of today's podcast. Right. We all fail once, twice, or even 10 times in our lifetime. We can't deny it. But is failure a bad thing? Well, in some cases, I believe it is not, as long as you really tried hard enough. So, if you remember, a while ago, I went on a mission to give up coffee. It was during the Lent, and I lasted 2 full weeks, if I'm honest. Yep, 2 full weeks. Whereas first few days were hard, so all that suffering for no reason as I went back to the coffee addiction. Yes, I call it an addiction, even if I only drink 1 cup a day, with breaks now. So my body didn't take it easy first few days. I was so sleepy, no headache, thank God, but the lack of energy hit me so hard. But as the days passed by, I was getting okay. I would say I didn't crave or struggled when I passed by coffee shops, and where I live there is a lot of coffee shops. I mean a lot. I thought I was doing well, and then one grey dull morning I got that coffee again. So from then, you know what happens. I was hooked again to start drinking coffee. But I've learned something from that, and I'm going to share with you. Yes, it might seem like I failed myself because it was something I wanted to do for myself, no one else, to prove anything to anyone. It just was between me and myself. And I know that even trying is better than nothing when one realizes that he is addicted. And coffee is addictive. Unfortunately, it is. We could say same thing about other addictions, which is like alcohol, cigarettes, gambling, overconsumption, which I have to say, alcohol was the easiest one to ditch for me, personally. Cigarettes after a few attempts, but I was very stubborn one day, and that was a very long time ago, and I just quit. So I noticed that some things are easier to give up than others, from my personal experience. And it depends on personal will. So let's say also, even if you do like glass of wine, a cup of coffee, I think that moderation is all right. Unfortunately, I can't say that about drugs, because you either can't stop or you must just do it the hard way. But it's still going to be a really long journey. I think with most things, that when we try to give up, it is a journey. And I remember as a teenager, I read the diary of an addict, a drug addict, and it was a really good eye-opener. So I can conclude on stuff like, overbuying clothes, coffee, overspending, like the everyday bad habits we have, junk food, and it all depends on the severity of our addiction. But I believe that small steps might be actually better than going cold turkey for some people. So like I went cold turkey with alcohol and I was absolutely fine with it, but I wasn't addicted to it. In so many ways, I wasn't drinking alcohol every single day, so it was still different for me, and it will be different for someone who does drink alcohol every single day, or every week, or every 2-3 days. So it's a really, really individual case, I would say. So let's say I have odd days without coffee. So my example here is about coffee mainly. I try not to think about it when I have my odd days without coffee. I get on with my day, and that works better for me. The other thing is, maybe in some circumstances it's best to keep your quitting for yourself, so whatever you're going to quit, and wait until you reach your goal. So when I gave up alcohol, I didn't say anything to anyone. I just did it. I didn't socialize anyways, but if I do, and if I went out, I was okay with just having a juice or water, and I wasn't ashamed. I was rather firm with not drinking alcohol if anyone would ask me. So I was okay with that. Whatever was their reaction, I would just say I don't drink alcohol. I don't need it. I can live without it, and that was it in a way. So you don't really have to explain yourself as well. So yes, we all fail from time to time, whether it is a goal, business, personal transformation. But failure doesn't have to be a bad thing, in my opinion. So even with my YouTube channel, I watch someone else's YouTube channel, and the guy has like 1,500 maybe subscribers. And he was even saying like, he doesn't feel much motivated with his YouTube channel to do more with it, because only like 300 people watch, maybe 100 people will watch his full video, even though he has 1,000 something subscribers. So even for myself, my channel is very, very tiny. I don't get much of, I don't really get any, very rare I get comments. Some of my videos did better than others, but some are very, very low. I'm losing subscribers, I would have to say. The last 2 weeks, someone just unsubscribes from my channel, and that's okay. And it could be seen like I am failing with this YouTube channel, and it will be easy for me to just say to myself, do you know what's the point? Maybe let me just stop with the videos. No one is interested in them. No one cares. Maybe people don't have time. Maybe they watch different things that are much better than mine. I'm obviously, my channel isn't anything wow. I don't vlog as much in here. I don't share like personal lifestyle because I don't want to. It was never the aim of this channel. It was mainly, my nature and my writings and whatever ideas I got. So my channel isn't really like established exactly. There is lots of things from here, from there. Maybe that's why people leave, people come. I don't know. So it will be easy to fail, like seen as I failed after 2 years being on YouTube, and I'm not doing the great compared to maybe other channels, but I'm gonna keep going because I'm learning so much from this experience. And plus, there is still some of you who do enjoy my videos, and I do it for you. Okay, so thank you. Thank you for tuning in whenever you have time and commenting. It's really much appreciated. You are appreciated. I don't say it often, but thank you. So going back, why I think that failure does not have to be a bad thing. Because you can always learn something from it, as long as one is willing to, of course. There's lots of things we can learn from our failures if we just see them as it, and realize mistakes we've made. And failure is not the end of the road. I always say that. And you can always try again. So you can always try again, like I did with my cigarettes very long time ago. I've tried, I failed, I've tried, I failed, and then at the end, I've done it. So you don't have to share your failures with anyone. It is your own business. Of course, don't forget that, you can, if you really need help, that's a different story. It depends on your addiction. But we don't have to announce it to our words. The less we share, I think, the better. And says me, who actually is sharing my failures, but that's for my YouTube channel purposes. And trying is better than not trying, in my humble opinion. So at least I've tried, I've tested myself, and I'm still proud of myself. This world is full of temptations. Wherever we look, that's the reality. And our human nature is easy to get tempted. Even things what I've been reading in the Bible. And it all started with Adam and Eve when they got tempted in the Garden of Eden. And I used to be tempted with many things of this world, but I am not anymore. So there'll be overconsumption, thinking that you have to do this, get this one for a better life. And coffee for me is as a little treat now, wherever at home or at an independent place where I can connect with others and have a little socializing, because that's what I do. Although I only get one coffee at places, yes, they still exist, that offer good price. And where coffee isn't overpriced. So you won't see me at Starbucks, Costa or whatever, because I am not going to pay more than £4 for a cup of coffee. I rather have one at home. So yes, I'm not paying for overpriced coffee. Thank you very much. I've seen people complaining that the coffee costs £4, £4.50. Like, I'm sorry, but if you are going to buy it every single day, that's a lot of money. I'm not willing to pay that. My coffee costs usually £3, maximum £3.50, and is a treat. And alcohol and cigarettes cost a fortune. Constant buyings or eating out is the same, so that's a lot of money to pay as well if you do it on a regular basis. And yes, I know some people ask, oh, you live only once, you have to enjoy it. Yes, you can enjoy it without all those things. This is just how I see things, and I can actually live without them. So no, I don't think failing is a bad thing. And people who actually can admit their failures, I look up to them instead of pretending that everybody has done everything without any failure, which is not possible, because everybody fails at what point. So let me know what you think about it in the comments. You are always welcome to comment. And I wanted to find a Bible verse about failure. So I found this one. Well, first I Googled it, and then I opened my own Bible. So I found Micah 7 verse 8. So it says, when I fall, I shall rise. When I sit in darkness, the Lord will be a light to me. So apparently this verse emphasizes God's role as a source of hope and guidance in the darkest of moments. Yes, I googled this one. But if you reread this text, it will be so. If you are a believer in God, Jesus, even if you're trying to do something, you can always pray. You can always ask God for strength and guidance in quitting your addiction. And I didn't know that before when I was like with my cigarettes and stuff. But I know it now, and whatever I do, I simply pray. That's just my personal thing that I can share with you. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. I'm going to end this with another quote, and it goes like that. It's only when you risk failure that you discover things. When you play it safe, you're not expressing the utmost of your human experience. Lupita Nyong'o, I hope I pronounce her name well. And I will leave you with this reflection to think about. I'm also going to read you one of my morning pages. with you. So it's going to be this one about a new day. That I always started a new day in my morning pages. It goes like that. I opened the kitchen window, and all I could hear is the birds singing for me. A morning praise to welcome new day. How can they be so happy already, not even knowing what a new day will bring? They simply don't live in fear of knowing, just in the moment. They have so many trees around here. Where there are trees, there is bird singing, life on each. A house, a shelter, like we have ourselves. The only difference, theirs changes with the season. The moment of stillness and peace, in some places there is none. Cruel this world can be by all those who run it, selfish, self-centered, and greedy for more. Anyways, it's a new day after all. So as always, God bless you and thank you for listening.